Oh man. We're going to draw this extraction fan. Okay, let's go. Alright, you guys ready for us to start? Radio Engineering, Graphics and Design learners, grade 10 specifically. I'm going to do introduction to you of freehand concepts and how to draw an actual floor plan or plan a floor plan for yourselves that you can use in your PAT document that you are going to compile. Now, I've just got some sketches here that I saved from an architect friend of mine. And this is a real architect doing freehand concepts before he actually gets to the working drawings, the actual drawings that he's going to submit to the municipality or the client. So I got a couple of examples here. You can see a couple of things that we can learn from this. Okay. Now this specific drawings was for this building that we are in, the school that we are in. And so you can see here really just rough sketches initially. Even on this rough page here, two different layouts, using color to define different areas, really using rough-handed techniques, adding some notes, to it for explanation purposes. You can see here different areas designated. And it's two freehand concepts, and you can see there's some similarities, but there's still changes in it, right? Here's another version of that. Again, same architect. Now, you can see it's already progressed a little bit from these initial sketches to where we are now. Now you can kind of see the layout on the site. There's a bit more definition to it. But these are the initial drawings that architects use to get their brains working, brainstorming, okay? And in this video, in this lesson, I'd like to teach you some of the skills here. Of course, this process in school level, it's going to happen not on the actual page that you're going to hand into me. This is the things that happens prior on the side that you have to put in the work for before you actually get to putting a design to the fore for us. Okay, so how do you do that? Well, the first thing that you have to know is what are the things that I need to have in my design? What are the specifications? Now, we already looked at this. I'm just going to make them a list here on the side. Quickly, we're doing a granny flat. So first thing, we need one bedroom, right? Help me out. What's the second thing? Ensuite bathroom, okay? And we specified that actually this ensuite bathroom, we want not access only to the bedroom, but also to visitors visiting. So from the living area, right? We want access also to this bathroom. So we need a living area, and then we need a kitchen. Okay, was there anything else that was specified in our design? Those are the four key things. The other thing is 45 square meters. Now, in a simple project like we're doing, that would be sufficient to get us started. Of course, when it comes to a massive building like this, the specification list is going to be drastically different. And so that's why we do specifications. And you understand that if you one day going to be an architect and someone comes to you and they say they want a house, it's not just to start drawing that house. You'll have to sit with them and understand what is it specifically that goes into that house. How many bedrooms? What's their idea of the bathrooms? What are the different areas? Do they want waiting areas? Do they want studies, etc.? You need to figure that out before you start drawing. So these are the basic specifications for our floor plan. Now, in this case, I've just got a normal A3 clear page, and below it, I've got a grid graph. Each one of these grids, when I get to my freehand concept, is going to be 1 meter. 1 meter by 1 meter. Okay, when I actually get to my, we can also say each one is half a meter, for instance. All right. Architect normally use more a wax kind of paper that's transparent. So you can see here, they can do a couple of other things with it. But for now, we're just going to use a clear piece of paper. Now, the first thing, when you're in South Africa, we're just going to do the rough brainstorming here. Okay. First things first is, if I have a house, and we're just doing a view from the top, okay? Let's say this is a house, simple square house, and we have to determine where's north. In this case, this will be north. All right, this is south. We've got east here and west here. So the sun in South Africa rises in the east in the morning at 6 o'clock. There's the sun. Goes throughout the day. At 12 o'clock, it's right here on top, and then it sets again around about 6 o'clock in the west. Okay, so in my house, if this is the house's confinements, you're not going to place a garage or a scullery or a bathroom here on your primary sun side. You're going to put on this side your living areas, your bedrooms, maybe an open plan kitchen. So the areas that we're going to define now, the key areas is going to be here, where we're going to have lots of sun. This back part here, very few sun, that's on the south. Okay, so that's already a concept for us to understand when we do our layout. When we look at 45 square meters, the easiest shape that we can come up with here is a 5 by 9. 5 meters by 9 meters. Do you agree? That's going to be a rectangle. Now, of course, you can come up with different shapes, different areas, but you want to get to 45. So for this exercise, we're going to stick to a 5 by 9. Okay. Now, we've already said, okay, if we're going to have a rectangle, then our areas, the key areas is going to be on the east. If I'm a morning person, I want the sun shining into my bedroom early morning, my bedroom is going to be on the eastern side. If I love reading in the late afternoons, I want to sit in the sun, then my living area is going to be round about the northwestern side. Okay. Of course, if you're spending a lot of time in your kitchen, you want some of that sunlight to enter into your kitchen, and so an open plan is going to be a great idea. But your bathrooms, etc., you're not spending the whole day there, hopefully not, so that's going to be the things that are on the south. Okay, so let's, for the sake of this drawing, say one of these grid blocks behind us is 500 millimeters. So if we just see a 9, I need 18 here. So let me start here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That would be if I had 9 meters, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I'll start off with just the outline in construction. All right, just drawing the confines of my outer side. And now, fortunately, when you get to this point, you should have had some research. Okay, we have a 5 by 9 layout. So we've got 5 meters here, and we've got 9 meters here. All right, this is going to be our northern part. So we're going to have nice sun coming in on the north, early morning sun here on the east, and late afternoon sun on the west. Okay, there isn't a site given to us, so we can decide where we want our entrance, etc. And of course, we want to do a modern granny flat, so we're going to try and do something special here. Now, in your research, I'm sure you've realized that for us to do a bedroom, bathroom, there's different layouts, and I'd like you to experiment with a little bit. What I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and have my my kitchen, my bathrooms all here in the south, because that's where I'm going to spend the least amount of time, and so my entrance is going to be on the northern side. So let's say, for instance, we do a little bit of a modern design. We're going to have, if we go half of this house, and I mean, this is freehand concept, so you can change this as you want. So in this area, I'm going to have my bathroom, my my bedroom here, living area here, and the kitchen on this side. Okay, so if we think of a toilet, that's at least 1 meter there. We're going to need at least 1 to 1.5 meters. Our doorway, it's 800. Okay, so there's 2 meters. There's our doorway. So if I do a wall here, little wall there, door opens into this. Okay, and I put my toilet here on the side. Okay, and we try and use sun symbols as far as we can. I've just done the toilet away from the wall because there's an actual wall here. Remember, your wall is double lines, and it needs to be in good proportion here as well. Okay, then we have I have a bathroom. Let's sit next to it. We can do a shower. So for that one, maybe we want another 800 entrance here. Okay, this can be a sliding door or a swing door. The swing door. Okay, that might be a little bit tight, but that's why it's a concept. You can change that afterwards. Okay, so our shower goes in this corner. And then the last thing here, we'd like a basin. Okay, so if this is my bedroom, we need some separation between our main bedroom and our living area. So again, how big is your bed? You should have researched that. We said we're going to try and get this into the middle area. So if we have a wall that partitions it, inside this wall, we do some bit of a cupboard here. Same on this side, built-in cupboard. Okay, so let's see, there's a built-in cupboard. On this side, there's a built-in cupboard. So that actually gives us more space from our living area. We could do another built-in cupboard there. That would be nice. Saving some space there. That can be another built-in cupboard of some sort. And then this side we can do our bed. Now we're going to write here bedroom. Okay, so we've got our toilet, our shower, bedroom here. We're going to have nice windows on this side. Draw that in. And this is still the freehand sketch, right? That we're just doing a concept. This isn't that you're going to hand in necessarily to me or to the client. You're just kind of playing around here with what is possible. There's another window, because I want that afternoon sun coming in here. All right. There's a little bit of a walkway, and then we're going to have our rest of our can have our entrance here. I would have actually, if I did this again, you could have swapped these around, because you want your toilet not right here in the bedroom. Someone coming into your house now, they have to come all the way through the bedroom to get to your toilet. So that's a bit problematic. You could have switched this around and have that toilet probably somewhere on this side. Okay, then your living area, we've got a kitchen here. Let's say we have a back door. Always a back door is a good idea, so we'll have that here in the corner just to exit. And then down here we can do another row of built-in cupboards. We can even add a sink here in the corner. And here again you'll have to do some research on layout of kitchens, maybe your stove top, etc. there. Late afternoon sun here through this window. So I'm kind of another window here. Right, and then our door, our entrance to this house. Okay, so we come into the living area. Okay, we could probably add an island somewhere here just as an additional workspace for us. Maybe you'd like to put a stove in that workspace. Welcome to do that. But here we already have, let's just think and talk through this kind of layout here, okay? So we're coming in through the door, we're in a living area, we've got an open plan kitchen, so the sun will penetrate all the way through these windows, doorways. Even if I put in this door some glass paneling, that will allow the sun to come in. So the kitchen isn't going to be cold. We don't have a massive distance, we only have 5 meters here. So definitely that sun will penetrate into my kitchen area. I've got built-in cupboards that we're actually using to separate the living room from the bedroom. It's just a granny flat, one person staying here, but they still need some privacy. Of course, the owner might have the option to put in a door here if they want to, but we want to be able to easily navigate here. Then the bedroom, so your bed will most likely stand against this wall, and then access to the toilet, the shower, and the basin. Now, my advice would be to try and switch this around just for the sake of having the toilet more accessible for visitors. But this is in essence something that fulfills our requirements. We have a bedroom, ensuite bathroom, there's a living area and a kitchen, and we're still within 45. And it's a real modern design. How many of you have seen a design like this? Right? Yeah, because you looked at it yesterday, okay? But on your drawing, this needs to be done. You can do the first round nice and rough like I've done it now. But when you do your actual design that you hand in, I want even to see the hatching in the walls. The windows here drawn according to sun. So your doors will have its door frames in. The hatching should be done even on the internal walls. Okay, and if you think one of these, let me show you quickly. One of these blocks are 500 millimeters. Your external wall will actually be about half of a block, because we're looking at 220, 250 millimeters for an external wall. And if one block is 500, then it's about half. So this one is maybe a bit thin. So just think of your thickness of your walls, have it in good proportion. An inner wall is 110, so again, it's going to be a little bit more narrow. So you can take your time to draw a floor plan. You're going to have to add the labels of the different rooms. You're going to also have to add here the key measurements. So this one, you'll still do it freehand, but you'll have your arrows, and 5,000, I won't write 5 like this, that was just initial drawing, but I'll actually write the 5,000 very clearly. Same with that one, 9, maybe even do one for the bedroom is 4.5 meters, that is 4.5 meters. So let me show you just an example of some prior designs. This was done by another learner. Of course, the quality of your drawing and the neatness is going to depend on how much you're willing to put into this. But you've got all the different components here, although not everything is drawn correctly on this one, clearly labeled, and it's only the fixtures that I want to see in this. You don't need to draw the bed, the couch, the TV. That's not what we want. Only those things that are permanent fixtures. Okay, I hope that helped you to get you some idea. You have to do this on a separate page before you get to your actual PAT page, which I've prepared for you, and it needs to go clear in the middle of this page. So plan it well, so it's not here on the side and you have open spaces, but a good drawing on the side. If you have a rough page like this, you're welcome to add it at the back of your PAT to help me to see the process that you've gone through. Okay, just any questions on the design that I can help you one more time? Yeah.
It's something that's like, if one thought the bird should just like draw it inside.
Sorry, say again?
Like an outside porch.
Yeah, you can, if you wanted to have an outside porch, you can add that. Yeah, anything like that, steps, anything like that, you please can add that, yes?
So how do you overhead built-in cupboards?
Yeah,
How do you draw those?
just like this. So let's say this was an overhead cupboard. Yeah. No, porch is outside. So if it's a kitchen like this, I don't think you can maybe have a note like an architect would have done and just say includes overhead built-in cupboards. Okay, but the built-in cupboard like a cabinet is like a cross through it like this, and you can have BIC as the abbreviation. In Afrikaans, that's ingebouwde kas, IGK, if you want to give an abbreviation for a built-in cupboard. Okay. There was other hands also. Anybody else with a question? Yes. The sliding door. Okay, so sliding door, I'll draw that. Let's say, for instance, one of even this, well, maybe that window was a sliding door, so you'd have your wall either side of it. Of course, there's going to be hatching going, and then you're going to have 3 lines going from one side. Okay, 3 lines, and all you're going to have is a step here in the middle. Do you see that? And a direction arrow to say that's a slide. Okay. Yeah, just like a normal window. Yeah. I'll just draw it below here, a window. You all know this. You've got our hatching 45 degrees. And 2 lines in the middle. Okay. Ja.
Zijn eigenlijk naar overhang. Wordt er ingeteld als een stuk of deel van die structure?
The 45 square meters is only for the building. Whatever you do outside, it doesn't count towards the 45. Yeah. Last chance, half a chance. Do you understand what the process is? You're going to do it rough like this. Once you have that, only then do you go over to this page, because this is a page that's already your final submission. You understand that? So you have to draw it somewhere on the side for yourself, so that you can still, like I made a mistake here, I would definitely move this toilet. So when I draw it now on my actual page, I'm putting it in the right position. You have to do at least 2 freehand concepts, right? Happy chaps? Thank you so much. Now it's yours.